Hello everyone, Gwen from Multihullsworld. Today we're on board the Outremer 48, a brand new model from Outremer yard that they're playing at home right now. We're in the International Multihull show, and this boat is coming to as an addition to the Outremer lineup. We thought for a second it was going to replace the Outremer 45, but it turns out they're both staying in there. I think they were hoping to reach a price range that was going to be close enough to the 45, but with comfort comes a little extra. Just as an idea, the Outremer is about 1 million, the 45 and the 48 is about 1.4. So they both have the right place in the range. So let's discover this boat together. I'm going to talk a lot about the comparison with the 45 just to give you an idea, because the 45 is a model that everybody knows by now. This 48 offers about 40% more living space in the cockpit compared to the 45. And one big feature here is actually the big window in the front of the boat that has about 45% more windows than on the 45. So you get a lot more light, a lot more visibility. So let's take a look at this boat. As we move aft of this 48, one thing that we find obviously on the Outremer's dagger boards, they are performance boats. They will be there if you're trying to come back from the US back to France. They will definitely help you come back against the winds. So definitely a big plus for those blue water cruising boats. So we are here on the starboard side of this 48. As I said, this is actually a dual helm station, but with a little feature here is the starboard side is actually a tiller. And on the port side, you've got an actual steering wheel. So it gives you a little bit of both, you know, depending who's steering the boat. This gives you a really true, you know, proper sailing racing boat feel where you can feel everything in your boat. The other side is a little more comfort. And this is out in the open. So, you know, either you're in your foul weather gear or it's good weather. While the other side, that I'm going to show you in a second, can actually be enclosed. So as we go aft here, we can see a lot of solar. They got some on the transom, they got some on the rooftop as well. It is a blue water cruising boat, so they actually made a pretty nice enclosing system that allows you to protect the entire aft cockpit, including the helm station on port, which is really good for bad weather day or too hot or too windy. So as you move into this aft cockpit, you can see you've got actually quite a nice setting area, even for a 48-footer. It is a performance boat, so you're not going to find the same volumes on some, you know, more chartery boats. But you can still sit up to like, I think a good 8 people with the extra sitting that you can put here. A nice lounging area over there for those who don't want to work too hard and enjoy some chilling. And on the port side, we're going to look at it into more details, but that steering wheel that comes into a lower position and can be completely enclosed. So let's go and take a look right now. So this is the port helm station. As I mentioned, this is the steering wheel. It goes into 3 different positions. So you can have the lower position where it's all the way down in the aft cockpit. You can enclose here, you've got a little hatch you can close, plus the protection enclosure that they have all around the aft cockpit, so you can be completely protected, or you can have it all the way up here, so you have full visibility on your navigation plan, and you obviously have all the lines coming back here as well. This boat can easily be single-handed for sure, and you have all your instruments, all BNG instruments coming here, electric winches, and one big feature of the Outremer as well is they are performance boats, so they actually kept the boom really low on that model, really close to the rooftop, so that they don't have to have a giant mast and still have a big sail plan for good performance on the water and keep, you know, the gravity point of that boat pretty low on the water. So that should make, between this and the dagger boards and the super thin hulls of this boat, that makes definitely some fun sailing. Blue cruising or just for the day. Let's go take a look at the inside. So we're here in the main saloon, on the main deck, sorry, of the 48. As you can see, there's a pretty big opening between outside and inside. It is still 48-footer, so you're not going to find this huge sliding door that you can find, again, on some more chill boats, I would say. This is still performance, so they're trying to keep it nice and compact. Really wide and airy feeling in that saloon. Actually, the windows are really big. As I mentioned, that front window is a lot wider than they used to be on the 45, so it makes for very good visibility and lighting coming in, plus ventilation, because they have openings on the front one. Galley is in a nice open L shape. There's some really cool little details on like those cabinet doors with the little ropes here to open. It makes for probably very durable, first of all, light as well, and fashionable, so it ticks all the boxes. As you can see behind me, we've got a pretty big settee, so it's the same as the outside. You can easily sit, I would say, 8 people. With that opening table that offers for, you can have it in coffee mode or in full eating, dining area, you know. As you move forward, this is my colleague Emmanuel's favorite spot, the desk. On a very, very fun chair system here, it's a sliding one, so it's not a loose furniture, it's not completely static. You can actually get a pretty fun, you know, feel, plenty of room, great visibility. So whether it's the chart or a little bit of remote working, you've got it all. So super cool. Let's go take a look at the cabins. Here we are in the port hull of the Outremer 48. So this cabin is actually, this room is what they call my free space. So you can pretty much arrange it the way you want. They offer several layouts. They've got the little renderings here, so you can have it as a full-on dressing room with standing closets and a lot of storage and everything. You can also have it as a cabin with potentially a double bed at the bottom and a bunk bed as well to accommodate more children in there. You can have it as a standard cabin, obviously. That's the normal setup. And the last option is an office. So that gives you a proper office here, plus the chart table that can be a second one. So if you're a working couple, then everybody gets their own space, and it's actually very convenient. Still have some pretty good headroom. As we mentioned earlier, the hulls are pretty narrow. So in the bow here, you've got, you don't have a lot of width. Right now, as you can see, we've got a little washing machine, a lot of storage, and one of those wonderful bunk beds coming down. So you can actually fit quite a lot of stuff in there. Let's go and move aft a little bit. As we're moving aft, you will see 2 things. One, on my left here, you got the bathroom, obviously. Nice size bathroom with a separate shower on the aft, so pretty convenient. On my right side here, as you can imagine, that's the daggerboard box. They actually made it look pretty nice. It doesn't take too much room. You still have a pretty good fitting space here to move forward. And then you get to the aft cabin. So this aft cabin is actually, as you can see, a lot wider as the bow because, you know, hull shape, you definitely have more room. The beds are a little bit raised, but it gives you some storage underneath, so, you know, it's not completely a loss. You still have a pretty nice width, actually, on the bed. That's a proper queen bed with a lot of storage on the top here. They've really optimized the space, so that's pretty cool. Big, wide openings, that opening in the back with the hatch, plus the ventilation up here. That gives you that makes for a pretty nice airflow, so you might actually be able to stay at night without the AC running, which is pretty cool. Okay, so now we're in the starboard hull. As you can see, that aft cabin is actually pretty similar. Same storage and same layout as the port hull. So it's a pretty nice, there's no like true owner cabin on this version. It's actually more like the guest cabins look pretty much the same. We're gonna take a look at the forward cabin because we didn't see one on the port side. Obviously, same system here with a little shower, with a little bathroom. This one actually, if I'm not mistaken, is only the toilet. Yes, so that can be used as a day head as well, which is really convenient when you've got guests coming through. And as I walk forward, this is a shower. There you go. It's on its own, so it's actually pretty convenient. You don't have to share wherever you shower with the people who come and take a little pee in your toilets. And so now we're in the forward cabin. As you can see, this is a little bit narrower, so you probably have, what, max like a meter 20 maybe at the feet. So it's not a lot of room, but more than convenient. You're still on the boat. It's still a performance boat. So you do have pretty narrow hills, and somewhere you need to get the space there. So, but you still have a lot of storage here and there. No hanging closet, but plenty of shelves. They actually didn't put doors on the shelves, so I'm actually for it because it still has a little lip so that everything doesn't come falling down, but you're saving weight on that. So pretty cool interior. So there you go, that was it for a little tour of the Outremer 48. I hope that you enjoy it. We will obviously be testing the boat very, very soon, so stay tuned for the boat test coming up on our YouTube channel, in the magazine, of course, on our website. And if you like the video, don't forget to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to make sure you do not miss any of the YouTube videos from Multihulls World. And we are not only on YouTube, we also have our Instagram, our Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn. We're everywhere, so don't forget to come and enjoy. We have different contents on different channels. So we'll see you soon on the docks or on the water. Bye.